Is Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet the PR stunt of 2023, concocted by Kris Jenner, who is continuing her pursuit for world domination, or is this love blossoming in a King Kylie era? In today's video, we are going to be talking about the the relationship between Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner.
Kylie, we are in so much trouble. Just go get him, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Where am I
He's gonna go down and into the safe, and it's kind of gonna be there.
So about a month ago, pretty much everyone woke up to the most random celebrity pairing of the year, and that's Timothée and Kylie Jenner. For those of you who aren't familiar with Timothée Chalamet, he is this very elusive, super famous movie star of the moment. He is really popular with women under the age of 21. He has been in movies such as Call Me By Your Name and Dune, and every other person you would probably have to explain to them who he is. Now, this is completely different than Kylie Jenner, who is obviously the super famous, uber wealthy individual who is pretty much the topic of conversations with everyone and anyone under the age of 25. So that is basically why everyone could not see the two being a couple and could not see them being a pair, and the news just came across as super random. So now let's take a look at how the relationship formed, how it sort of progressed in the media, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts as far as whether I believe this is an actual PR stunt or just a casual, regular relationship that we're seeing unfold in front of our eyes. Okay, so first let's talk about how we got here. It seems like the rumor came literally out of nowhere, and then there was a steady stream of confirmation amongst the blogs. The first rumors began to buzz when a popular gossip Instagram account, Dumois, got an exclusive tip from someone with firsthand knowledge alleging that the pair, along with Kris Jenner, Kendall, Bad Bunny, and Jeff Bezos, were all seen together at a dinner party that they were working.
Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. Somebody wrote in today and they said I was allowed to share this. They said, I know someone who worked at a private dinner last week in Los Angeles. Guests included Kris Jenner, Kendall Jenner, Bad Bunny, Kylie Jenner, Timothée Chalamet, and Jeff Bezos. I don't know if they're official, boyfriend and girlfriend.
His fans don't really want it, but I don't think Timothée cares. Timothée just doesn't care at all what anybody thinks. And then everybody's like, well, Kylie's not really his type. And I go, that's not true. I think 100% that if they go to Coachella, they are not going to be hiding. They are going to be front and center in your face.
The source also continued to say that the two were hanging out around New Year's Eve. So once the rumors sort of started to pick up some traction, people started mentioning how they saw the couple together.
But forgot to film the entire process, so there's no proof that I actually made it, but I did. And I'm really proud of myself.
So TMZ and People magazine would go on to corroborate the story. TMZ reported a story in which Kylie was seen outside of Timothée's home.
Open the door! Open the door! I love you!
And then TMZ went on to report another story about how Timothée and Kylie were seen sneaking away and getting tacos together. So those two events, Kylie being outside of Timothée's home and the taco event, happened on April 13th and 14th. And now that it's been about a month since then, I haven't really heard anything in the blogs about Timothée or Kylie. Now, I know that season 3 is around the corner, which we're going to touch on in a little bit. So I will be curious to see if, as we get even closer to the date of season 3, if we do hear anything else. But that's kind of where we're at now, guys. That's how the story sort of started. That's how it progressed. It seems really casual. It seems like two individuals having fun. But I do want to take a minute and sort of talk about my analysis on whether I believe this is a PR stunt or not. First, I just want to say this. You guys have completely drug Kylie for this relationship or PR stunt, whatever it is, with Timothée Chalamet. The response has been overwhelmingly negative to a point to where I just wonder if anyone wants to see Kylie happy. And I say this and I'm sort of laughing at the same time because it's interesting, this family is so calculated They are so thought out. They are constantly selling us on the fantasy and the idea of love and happiness and money and wealth. And it's just so funny to hear and to see so many people just not wanting this woman to be with Timothée Chalamet. I'm not 100% sure where this comes from. I think people just have a seething hate for this family and their happiness, but nonetheless, I don't think it's a stretch to believe that the two would be dating. I'm just a really cynical person, and for people like me who look at celebrity and pop culture with a certain particular lens, I'm not naive. I know what this family has given us in the past, and I know what they're gonna give us in the future. And a lot of people, I believe, like me, always question, especially with this family and celebrities in general, what are they selling us? What are they trying to portray to us? Where are they coming from with this? And with these new stories, especially with the Kardashians dating, we've seen it before where a lot of times, especially leading up to a season, they will give us a little tidbit. They will give us a little spice, a little flavor, and then they will ghost us until the season premieres. Take, for example, Kim and Pete Davidson. The two were linked together prior to season 2, and once the public sort of got a little bit of a taste of they're maybe dating, they're maybe not dating, how are they even in the room together? This is so weird. The pairing is just something I never imagined. The season premiered, and then they gave us what we wanted. So with Timothée and Kylie, this could be a little bit more of that. This also could be something where Kylie has sort of realized that she is going to need to tap into a little bit of what Timothée has. So just follow me with this point. I think with Timothée, he does reach a lot younger of an audience that is more Gen Z. They're more vulnerable, they're on TikTok, they're more open with their lives, and the Kardashians are just not known for that. They're known for being uber wealthy, always out in the public eye looking amazing, immaculate. They don't make any mistakes. The PR is solid. And with Timothée Chalamet dating Kylie, Timothée is the complete opposite of that. He's very anti that.
This is quite a deep question, I have to warn you. Timothée, your role is quite a lot about fulfilling your destiny as such. Is fate and destiny, are those things that you believe in?
Wow, great question. You could be the master of your fate, you could be the captain of your soul, but you have to realize that life is coming from you and not at you, and that takes time.
Okay. Okay, answer.
Just to further this point, I do believe that the Kardashians are going to need a little bit of this. They're going to need a little bit more of their love lives being exposed. They're going to need a little bit more vulnerability, especially as they head into season 3. One quote in particular that I believe sort of sums this up perfectly is from Variety with the headline, "The Kardashians has a plot-free, work-obsessed season on Hulu." And in the article, they touch on how in the past seasons, what sort of kept the show interesting is their sharing of their personal relationships. But they've noticed that things have changed, and the fans have noticed this as well. They go on to say the Kardashians want to work along a very particular fashion industry line that would look for all the world like a heavily scheduled vacation for many viewers. It's just about the only element of their heavily leveraged lives that they're comfortable sharing. And while they're under no obligation to express things about which they'd rather keep silent, it won't come as a surprise if, in time, the public's attention begins to move on. So when you think about this, I think it's really important to consider their social media trends, also the next season. How vulnerable are they going to be with showing you their love lives? How vulnerable are they going to be with dating other people publicly? You see Kendall being linked with Bad Bunny, which is another pairing that's sort of out of nowhere. But once the narrative is sort of established in the blogs, you sort of see a little trickling of, oh, they are linked together here, maybe there. It's all of a sudden full force in our faces. One other point I'm just going to leave you guys with is social media trends. The Kardashians have always been the ones to not only set the beauty standards, but they also set what looks good on social media, and it's definitely what influencers in the past have aspired to post. But we're seeing this sort of new shift on social media where instead of the super hyper wealth extravagance, this is my Bentley, this is my jet, these are all the bags I have, we're seeing a shift to relatability and vulnerability. So people no longer want to feel like they want to be you, but they want to feel like they could be your friend. They could be in the room with you. So I think the Kardashians are sort of shifting in that way. They're shifting to making mistakes in their TikToks. They're shifting to making content that is more relatable.
Good morning. My hair, this is my natural hair. We've been just embracing. We're on a hair health journey, so I haven't been wearing any extensions, and like this is what we're dealing with. We're gonna clip up my hair. I don't have anything on my face. I'm gonna spray a little bit of this Tatcha Dewy. I don't know why I did that actually. We're gonna rub together. Oh.
Relatable, that is more on trend of what everyone else is doing. In a world where we have been trying to keep up with the Kardashians, it's very interesting to see that we're now at a point to where the Kardashians are trying to keep up with us. So nonetheless, with all that being said, Kylie and Timothée is sort of a very interesting dynamic that's, I think, a little bit bigger in scope than what we've been thinking about. I'm having a really fun time with seeing them together, but let me know what you guys think. Drop down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video.